This is the trade review for Friday, the 26th of January, 2024. And today was looking again at NVIDIA. Um, on the daily, we were running up on a very strong trend, and we broke all the levels, all the resistance levels, as we continued to make all-time high. But yesterday, no, 2 days ago, we closed with a hammer, and that looked very scary. And yesterday was a chop day, pretty much. Although we ended up selling off, we still remain within the previous day's range. We failed miserably at trying to get back to all-time highs, and today we were opening very low within the range on Nvidia. So I was very bearish because after the hammer and after the failure to invalidate the hammer yesterday, uh, and we were opening inside the selling range on the Camarilla pivots. It was looking like a sell day, although Nvidia has been very strong, so uh, I'm sure it could continue running up. So I had two plans. One to the reaction of the previous day's range, and I wasn't brave enough to take it, but we had a nice rejection around 608, and we had a nice $5 move. And then here once again, I wasn't brave enough to take it at the reaction of 613. And the main reason was that we had a pretty balanced level two and level three on both. So we had large stacks both at the ask and at the bid. And not only that, we also had ladders to the top and to the downside. So it was pretty balanced. So it was hard to gauge which one was going to be the wall, which of those large stacks. So that's why if we were at 613, we still had a stack at 614, 615. And as you can see right now, we're actually after an hour, we're actually going to fill those orders. So I wasn't sure if this was actually a reaction, but I guess I should have followed the price action and pull the trigger short around here with this wick, with these wicks, and it could have been a nice short, or I could have waited for the extreme here, and along here could have been really nice uh, as well. But again, I wasn't brave enough, so I don't know why I panicked today. Uh, it was the same play as yesterday. Today, to be honest, it's the same play. You can play short or long. Uh, Although it's a bit scary to try and go long against the range. But today I messed up a lot. I entered out of fear of missing out on the move, and so I was just blinded by nervousness. I wasn't really in the zone mentally, emotionally. So I made a stupid entry here in the middle of the shop. I guess I was seeing this as a hammer, um, but it was absurd, and it just stopped me out uh, as it should, because I'm entering at an area where the price is overlapping. If you're gonna make an entry, make it at the extremes. So I did that, and then I realized, you know what, the price is really weak. Um, and we're rejecting our R2. So I pulled the trigger again, which was pretty dumb of me. Um, I was thinking about making money, and I wasn't thinking about executing well. So I pulled the trigger again, and I got stopped out immediately. So I'm like, so after the loss, I was a bit disappointed. Kind of gave myself a shake in the head and just tried to wake up. But then I realized, okay, I made those two silly mistakes. Can I at least like try to take a good trade? And I could afford it, but maybe I should have ended my day here, to be honest. But I felt that the move hasn't happened yet, and I missed it here. I feel like my entry here was understanding that we were rejecting R2, and that we obviously had selling pressure above R2, but it was still in anticipation. This one was do mostly 100% out of fear. This one uh, was in hopes, in anticipation as well of the move down that I was seeing coming, but still too early. So I got stopped out, and then I finally realized, okay, we're actually after being stopped out twice with the price running up. Now it's actually the perfect opportunity to enter, and so I did pull the trigger at a good price, really good price, and obviously we had a reaction here at 612. We were coming down, and I saw that this was an obvious reaction, and so I pulled the trigger. Um, I guess in the 5 minutes is here that for this week, and we sold down. I waited for a little bit more than 3 hours to take my first partial, and that's yeah, I just held for the next dollar move, and then and so on until I got allowed. It was a really nice move. More than four, it was almost 5 hours on this move, so I was able to recover the loss and very gratefully and at a little bit more than daily goal. But the biggest move here actually was the long. But after the mess I made, I wasn't sure if I should take another trade and end the day below goal. So so I would just finish my day here. But you can see here that this move actually was nice. Um, we had two clear rejections, three. So we have plenty of opportunities to make an entry here. It's under the range. It's below the range. It's a bit risky, but you have an opportunity to enter partial 2 times, add to your position here, and run to the top side. It was just much harder to read the level 3 and the level 2 today. It was more crowded to the top and to the downside, so it made it more uncertain as to where the stock was gonna move. And I guess the day we're ending with a neutral day, kind of a neutral day. Um, I thought it was gonna. I thought that after dropping below yesterday's range, we were gonna have a flush and a bigger drop, and but actually no. We ended up finding strength with, which is what happens when you have a trending stock that has already broken all the resistance levels. It's just super strong, so it didn't care. Just return it back to people. Return the price back to the range and continue driving it up. So yeah, so the day ended up behaving as a neutral day, or perhaps normal variation to the top side. But I don't know. This move down was too large, and I don't know if it's gonna reverse previous day close or R4. Either way, it's time to take care of the trades. 3, 4. The first ones. So I guess I was playing an R3 traverse. These were not executed correctly. This was executed correctly. And balance. And we got 4.7R on this one. Oof, okay, interesting. Win and 4.7. I don't like this spot. It's okay. I messed up on those two trades. Kind of makes it a bit more choppier, but still it's fine. Lost exposure to nerves. On this trade, try to anticipate. But luckily we turn it around. And today, did we respect rules? Nope. And it kind of hurts. 8, 5, 8. So CS stands for cognitive state. I wrote it down, what I had to do to avoid entering the middle of the shop. But my emotions were 5. They were bad. So I ended up doing the opposite of what I said I was going to do. So that's the struggle. Excellent pre-market plan. At least respected my stop loss and recover well from my mental state. Did we hit goal? Not really. We executed only one trade. We took 3. Only one was green, 2 were bad. Both ended up the day at 2.2R. So yeah, not ending the week on the best of terms, but everything else has been great. I think trade management made this day green despite 2 losses. And yeah, I think the day might be neutral. You can see the strong rejection here, but I am not going to take trades. I'm trying to conserve my capital and grow it with consistency. Not trying to meet my monthly goal in one day. So yeah, so that's it for my trading review. A couple of tough days on Nvidia, but um, but I managed to meet goal and recover. So I'm proud of that. Yeah, so that's it for today.